Well, good evening, folks. Welcome back to the farm. Today, well, it's a beautiful evening. It's, what time is it? 7 o'clock? Gorgeous out. Absolutely gorgeous out. But I'm not really going to enjoy this evening. I got to do a dirty job. I got to do probably the worst job on the whole farm for the entire year. Yes, the annual clean out of the chicken house. That's got to happen today. Anyways, nothing goes to waste around here. You can see I got the little wagon on. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill up the little wagon, and then I got a section of, it's actually like a security fence panel that I'm going to dump the contents of the wagon on. I'm going to pull that around with the side-by-side as a drag. Well, you can see there's spots in the lawn here that are kind of anemic looking. Yeah, we're going to fix that. And it's going to be wood chips and chicken shit. And the lawn's going to look like hell for about 2 weeks. That first rainfall, boom, where all the colors of the rainbow are going to come out of this grass. Boy, oh boy. Should work out pretty good time. All the chickens are probably up in the roosts right now, hiding out, so they won't be fluttering around creating a bunch of dust. It'll just be me creating dust. And speaking of dust, pretty important to wear the appropriate respiratory protection for this. So you want a good fitting N95 or a P100 respirator. Yeah, so there's not a person I know that isn't sick of wearing one of these things for the last couple of years. Thankfully that's over with now. But nevertheless, a dirty job is a dirty job, and sometimes necessity means that you need to do what you need to do. And my lungs will thank me for that tomorrow. So it doesn't really look like that big of a job. Once we get started, I'm probably gonna have to fill that little wagon about 16 times. So it's gonna be quite the chore. I haven't stirred this up in a couple of weeks, and it's dried out quite nicely. So it should make for some pretty easy shoveling. But I'll be sweating. I'll still be sweating. So you got your wagon filled. Getting it empty is actually the easy part. Well, you think it would be easy. I pulled up there and I just unhitched the, whatever that cam thing is called that holds the hitch onto the ball. And not understanding the laws of physics, evidently, the back of the trailer is heavier than the front of the trailer, and it sprung up and it pinched my thumb in between the hitch and the box of the side-by-side. Thank goodness I'm wearing impact gloves. Unfortunately, the impact is on the top piece and not the bottom piece, so I do have some throbbing action happening. But nevertheless, got my trailer dumped on the panel, and I've just got a little thing here that I'm gonna hook and tow it behind the side-by-side and spread it all out on the grass. During the year, and especially during the winter, we get lots, maybe even thousands of people asking specifically about our deep litter method and how we use it to heat the chicken house. We don't get a ton of questions about what we do with it afterwards. But, you know, as you see, I'm spreading it on the lawn right now because the lawn's looking a little anemic. The reason the lawn's looking anemic over there is because when we built the house, I'm deathly afraid of water in the basement. And we live on a hillside, and I said, let's keep water going where it's got to go. And so we did a little landscaping, and in order to keep the angle or the grade going the direction I wanted it to do, there's a spot in front of the house where we had to strip quite a bit of topsoil. And so now what I'm trying to do is actually, now that we've got an established lawn there, is rebuild some of the soil there. So you can see this is just fantastic, nice and powdery and fine material, integrates well between the leaves of grass. And this of course is just packing a huge punch of potassium, nitrogen, right? Just fantastic. So I don't know what the phosphorus content of this is, but I know it's definitely got lots of nitrogen, lots of potassium. One thing that is really cool about this is, and I've had lots of folks comment on this, is when we put it between the rows in the garden, like in the walkways. I had lots of folks say, well, what about pathogens? What about hot chicken manure and, you know, excess nitrogen causing, you know, burning of the plants and things like that? So, you know, in my experience, we've never burnt a plant. because the nitrogen is well balanced with the carbon, right? So you've always got good balance there. But when you add nitrogen to carbon and you add moisture and oxygen, what do you get? You get good composting action. That's how we heat the chicken house. I can get that pile of material up to 140 degrees for 2, 3, 4 weeks straight. I know all the bad pathogens. Some of the good pathogens, of course, are even cooked. But I got no bad bacteria in here. So it's well balanced and it fits good. It's great for the lawn. It's great for the walkways in between the garden. And I need to clean it out anyways, so waste not, want not. Well, I got 3 wagon loads out, and that was enough for me for one night. I just run some grain over to the lambs here. They're feasting. There's a whole bunch still out in the field there that they're a little less interested, but that's okay. We just weaned the mothers the other day, and I mean, it's a good time because we're heading off on holiday here right away, and we're short on grass up here on top of the hill. There's lots of grass down in the bottom, but well, lots for now. But the whole thing with weaning, I mean, if I'm gonna get a ewe to eat the grass and then convert it to milk and then feed it to a lamb and then convert it to muscle, well, that seems very, very inefficient. Right? It doesn't seem inefficient, it is inefficient, right? So once they reach this 30 to 45 pound weight, it's a good time to get them weaned, get them on grain, get them on their own grass, and they can convert it themselves. They don't need the ewe to convert it to milk, and then they got to convert the milk again. That's just bad math, right? So, but it's now Wednesday morning, gorgeous morning, and seems like it's an ask and you shall receive day, because overnight we got just over about 1/10 of rain, so that's much appreciated. I mean, I could have done with an inch, but who couldn't do with an extra inch, right? But anyways, it's nice. Nice little soft rain on the grass. It's not flooding us out. Not going to turn everything to loon shit. But yeah, if a guy got some of that maybe every day, we'd be in really good shape. But we'll get that, and we probably won't get rain for 2 more weeks. But I'm appreciative for what we got, and that's gonna definitely help that front lawn when we spread that chicken manure yesterday. Anyways, I'm just on my way back out to the barn here. I got some old whipping cream for the kitty cat there. So I'm trying to train the cat to. The cat was housed up by the shop there, but I kind of want the cat to move to the barn. So move the cat food over, and clearly she just come from there, so just figuring it out. But a little drop of cream in the bowl, and a little extra incentive for her. Figure while I'm over here, might as well come and check on the lambs too. It's good, they're just getting to the age where they're starting to get trained that even if I don't have a bucket, they'll come running. It's tough right after weaning, because if you do need to handle them or anything like that, their mothers aren't there to charge in one direction. They generally, if they're just going about their business, they're just going to go about their business. So I have to train them a little bit with some treats and show them that there's some incentive to coming when I show up. But everybody's here and accounted for and looking pretty good. Couple that are still on the small side here, but well, that's nothing treats can't fix. Morning sheepy sheeps. Anyways, as you can see, the sun's coming up there, so that can only mean one thing. It's again time to get my behind to work. So I'll let you go for now. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.